right, all, and welcome to the True Blue Riffcast, the number one RiffTrax podcast in the world. I am Jeremy, and I'm joined, as always, by...
What's up, everybody? It's me, Dave Chadwick, or as they call me in the biz, Dave Plot Twist Chadwick.
Dave Plot Twist Chadwick. How you doing, buddy?
Plot Twist Chadwick. That's a real thing. It's almost like Dave the winner, Dave the handsome, Dave the Plot Twist. I don't know where I'm going with this bit. Oh, wait, I do, because RiffTrax, we talk about RiffTrax sometimes on this podcast.
Every once in a while.
Yeah. Wow, they kind of threw us a curveball with this year's Kickstarter. Yeah. I was not expecting this at all.
I don't think anybody was, and
nope.
I think it's a good thing though. Like, it definitely added to the surprise of it. Like,
yeah.
So, I was trying to talk to Eric and get him to give me any sort of hints or anything as to what the Kickstarter was going to contain.
The live show, because the Kickstarters are always about the live show.
Yeah. And he's like, we got something colossal. You're going to love it. I'm really excited about this one. He's like, it's going to be something special for the 20th anniversary of RiffTrax this year. And he's just like, many questions will be answered tomorrow. That's all I can tell you. He's like,
I don't know about it. I don't know. I think it generated a lot more questions for me. Oh, hi, Joy.
It might have. But in case you haven't seen the Kickstarter yet, they didn't use it to announce a live show this year.
Oh, they certainly did not.
No,
they did not.
They did it to announce 4 new MST3K episodes with Mike, Kevin, and Bill hosting.
Yes.
Which is amazing.
MST3K, the RiffTrax Experiments.
Yes.
Which means now, if you weren't with us 2 weeks ago, when it was the news broke that Joel Hodgson had sold his stake and was no longer involved with Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yes.
Bye, Joy.
And we did. We talked about that for a little bit on the show,
yes.
and turns out there was a reason for that.
Yeah. It was the reason is that Mike Nelson is taking over, which, wow, this is like one of the more, because like I'm so disconnected from really the rest of the MST3K fan base, and have been for years.
Yeah, me too. I mean, if you guys have listened to us for any length of time, you already know how we felt about the revival.
Yes. About so let's go back in time. Do we want to recap the sordid tale of the MST3K revival, how it came to be, and just like the history of it all, because I feel like all that sort of plays a big part into how we got to where we arrived yesterday.
I don't know if we really need to go through all of it, but we definitely need to talk about the last Kickstarter that they tried to do for MST3K.
And not that weird apples to apples game thing either.
No, this one is and we definitely talked about this too, because the amount that they were asking for to make 6 episodes was astronomical. Like,
yeah, I pulled it up. It wasn't that thing. Now I'm going to talk about stuff that we were talking about before the podcast started. It wasn't that thing on Kickstarter I was telling you about. That wasn't the $6 million one on Kickstarter. It was on another crowdfunding platform.
Yeah, it was their own
showmaker. It was their own little. It was their own little version of Kickstarter.
Yeah.
On the MST3K website, which is now shut down. Like you go there and it just gives you a 404 error.
Wait, the website
Yeah.
itself?
Well, I don't know about the MST3K website, but if you go to showmaker.mst3k.com profiles, Mystery Science Theater 3000, it just gives you, I'm getting a 404 message error. So they just shut it all down.
The homepage is still there.
Yeah, but the crowdfunding thing, their homemade crowdfunding thing is not.
Well, yeah, I would have taken that down too after how bad it went.
They wanted $4 to $7 million.
Yes.
Which is what this whatever weird website this is, Paste Magazine.
And this number is important because thank you. Because the amount that RiffTrax asked for
is
way
small.
different.
I could not believe that's like the least amount of money they've ever asked for in a Kickstarter. It was $20,000, and this is their most successful Kickstarter to date.
Oh yeah, we'll touch on the numbers for this in a minute.
We'll get to that, but I want to go back to the first Kickstarter. Now we won't retrace the entire history. I just want to talk about numbers of episodes, the amount of money, all that. So the original revival, the one that got sold to Netflix, was $6.5 million, and that was in like November of 2015. And they got like a whole season. I think how much was it? Was like 12 episodes, something like that.
The first season of the it was something like that.
Okay. And so they do all that, and we get those episodes, and it's terrible. And then
yes, Rivius, he did biff it big time.
What's that?
Rivius said, "Man, Joel really biffed it, didn't he?"
Yeah, he really did. But it's not necessarily for Netflix. It's not really a super duper success. This was back in the day when Netflix was just renewing everything.
Yeah.
Like everything. Like you get 4 seasons of whatever. For this, they're just be like, oh, no one really watched it. So we don't know if we're gonna renew you. But they did end up getting like, what was it?
The Gauntlet, the 6 episodes. Gauntlet.
So they got like 6 episodes.
Yep.
And that didn't do super well. And Netflix is like, okay, well, we're not going to do any more MST3K. Sorry. So, and then, they sulked and they said, okay, we are going to do another Kickstarter. And they did another successful Kickstarter.
And this one was to build the Gizmoplex. Yeah.
This weird app thing. And it looks like, let me bring that up. This one got another $6.5 million. So it was another wildly successful Kickstarter, and they got the Gizmoplex, and they did all that, but the law of diminishing returns at this point, after season 13, is starting to kick in a little bit, and
just slightly.
They're not, and we've talked about this before on the podcast. Like they weren't the model that they were using to justify the millions and millions of dollars that they were spending.
Yeah,
making a show that was really the only people that are interested in it is its original aging audience. And I can say that because I'm a member of this audience. You look. Go put in a RiffTrax Live Blu-ray. Stick it in your Blu-ray player. Go look at it. Go look at the audience. How many like young people? Like I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really not. How many young people are in the audience that like aren't there like with their parents?
Not very many.
No, it's us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So they do another and I don't know this latest one that was in like 2023, November of 2023. Like we need more. Like they just want to keep going for season 14, They want to do like 6 episodes. Still, it's an astronomical amount of money. They want $4 to $7 million for 6 episodes.
Right.
And
Which
they got
is
like
crazy.
$2 million.
It's so insane. And I agree with Rivius. A lot of people thought that it would be self-sustaining once they had the app up and running. And that didn't happen because the people weren't there for it as much as they were rabid to bring back MST3K. With the initial Kickstarter and Netflix seasons. And then what they got was not what they wanted necessarily. And here's the thing. And I know we mentioned this before too. Joel tried to make it big. He tried to make the show big. And that's where the problem comes in.
Tours, celebrity cameos, Hollywood writers. They brought in Ernest Cline to write for them, which I can't. That is so. I can't believe they did that.
Oh, I totally forgot about how that.
No,
that
they did. They brought in
decision.
Ernest Cline as a guest writer for Mystery Science Theater 3000. Mike Nelson must have loved that.
Oh, absolutely. No, I don't think a touring show is necessarily a bad idea either, Rivius, but
the audience isn't there. You can't go on tour with a production like Mystery Science Theater 3000 with the kinds of stars like they had.
No, it was like he was trying to do cinematic Titanic again.
Yeah.
And
the thing is,
this time.
I don't think Joel understood where the franchise was in terms of pop culture and where its audience was.
Yeah.
I think he believed that it had the same sort of pop culture footprint that it had between 1988 and 1994 when he was on the show. And really, it was even niche back then.
Yeah.
So, but you can tell when you watch the Netflix series and how they're like scheduled like with commercial breaks, that his thinking is still in that era. Now, RiffTrax has been doing this for 20 years. And what I mean is they have been doing Mystery Science Theater 3000. They've been doing RiffTrax. And the great thing about RiffTrax is that it evolves with the time that it's in. Yeah. You go back to 2006 through 2013, and that was the MP3 era. That was the blockbusters. That was sync it up with your DVD, all this stuff. And then they said, we're going to go back to a more B-movie model because, this is really kind of they realized that RiffTrax is sort of like a nostalgia act. That is MST3K without the brand and without the puppets. So they go back to sort of this B movie model kind of thing. And it was downloads for a long time. And then they said, let's go on YouTube. Let's get those ad dollars. Let's go on Tubi or wherever the hell they are. They started to go to all these little crazy channels.
Well, they got their Twitch stream.
They stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
So they're getting those ad dollars. This is something MST3K did not do. I mean, MST3K does have a Twitch channel.
But that was Shout Factory. That wasn't MST3K.
Yeah, so I think with the... Now, I looked at the first update. Now, we got the news that Joel had sold his stake in MST3K like 2 weeks ago. We talked about it on the podcast. The first update, they said that this has been in the works for months, and they've just been, we're so excited to announce this, and it's been months, and we've been holding back, and we've been this blah 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 blah. If Joel didn't sell his stake until 2 weeks ago, I'm wondering, because now Shout Factory, the news was that he sold it to Shout Factory. or yeah, and
Yeah.
that Shout Factory now owns the brand. Now, Shout Factory, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong on this.
And he
They
said
produce,
something about now, they can do, it can go its own way without him.
yes, and Shout Factory produced the film crew, which was the sort of in between MST3K sci-fi era and RiffTrax.
Yep. Which, if you haven't watched those, they do have all four of them available on RiffTrax.com. They're great. We've talked about them on here, but yeah, if you have not seen those, give them a watch.
So I feel like now Shout Factory is they're a distributor. They're basically what used to be called a home video company. And they take on brands and properties that are nostalgia acts like Mystery Science Theater 3000. They're like, okay, what can we do with this?
Yeah.
I think that there was a realization that this still has a little bit of life left in it, but we have to bring, and this is just me conjecturing, someone realized we have to bring this franchise to where it is, not where Joel Hodgson wishes that it was.
Yeah.
So, and where is it? It's with all the aging fans that are going to RiffTrax Live, that are buying RiffTrax, that are doing all these things. That's where it is. It also doesn't cost millions of dollars to make.
Right. And
they know through their experience with the film crew, with Mike Nelson, Kevin Murphy, and Bill Corbett, who also have, and another thing, I hate to say it, Misties, but since the revival came back, Misties really only want products. They like, I've said it before, in the absence of Mystery Science Theater 3000, there was just like tons and tons of like little tiny movie riffing shows, and there's like different genres. Everybody's doing like their own thing, and it was great. But when the revival happened, all that just, it was like no interest. It was just got all wiped out because Daddy was home, and the fandom wanted that. They only wanted product that was affiliated with people who had MST3K DNA. Yeah. So RiffTrax meets the qualifications of, one, they have the MST3K bona fides. They have 20 years of writing movie riffs with an evolving medium throughout the years, like we just laid out. And they also know that we can produce, they did the film crew with him. And I think that's probably more important than anything. I think the film crew is probably more of a key factor in all of this than anybody realizes, because they did 4 episodes of the film crew, and they're going to do 4 episodes of MST3K because they know that they can like build sets and they'll be able to do this crazy shit.
Yeah. So of course it makes perfect sense that they would want to bring Mike Nelson in, because like who other, there's nobody else. There's nobody else. Who else is there? Of course, this makes sense. With all that being said, I was still not expecting Mystery Science Theater and RiffTrax to merge in 2026. No,
to become one.
That was, as the kids say, that was not on my 2026 bingo card.
It was not. I was shocked.
But I will say this. As it's still going up right in front of my face. I can't
believe how... yeah, okay, go ahead.
Currently, it is just over 10,000 backers, 10,286 backers, $1.28 million. It's about $125 pledged per person, which is the amount that I pledged. So I think it's kind of funny that it's like the average is right there.
I think that Citizen Yarn brings up a good point. I think that the number of episodes is it like that also can't be underplayed.
Right.
because like I was telling Jeremy that like we'll get to that later. That's another thing I just realized. But
so let's bring up the actual Kickstarter here.
Yeah.
And take a look at it. I think it's this one. Yeah, okay. And
hey, Father Nathan, how are you?
We'll play the video real quick that they did for it, because the video is pretty good.
Can I just say before you start that, our friend Nathan James Norman is in the chat, and about a year ago, I just want to let him know that I saw this. It was on Goodreads or Amazon, I'm not sure. I got a review on Monkey, and the title of the review was "It's a Warm Hug of a Book," and I was just like, that is one of 5 people, and it was Father Nathan. And I just want to let you know I appreciate your kind words, but also you're a bastard and you made me laugh. Thank you.
All right, let's take a look at the video here real quick.
Hey everyone, Michael J. Nelson here of RiffTrax, and boy do we have some exciting news for
1
you.
and a 2 and a da. Da. Da.
Going for the high drama thing here. Could you speed it up just a little bit, please?
Hello, world!
I agree. Hello.
Mike, this RiffTrax thing, what the heck is that?
It is not RiffTrax, it's RiffTrax. Come on, we've been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, I don't get cable.
It is not on cable.
Anyway, hi, folks. Tom Servo and Crow T Robot here with our intern, Mike. And boy, do we have some exciting news.
That's right. We're here to announce the debut of 4 brand new episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000, featuring me, Servo, Pearl Forrester, me, Professor Bobo, Brain Guy, me, and this young rookie.
I am clearly a middle-aged man. What the
And we have 4 deliciously cheesy movies lined up, just waiting to be riffed.
cheese.
Plus those old school handmade sets, props, glamorous costumes, and glamorous us, from your favorite Cowtown puppet show.
Cow puppets? That's great.
No, Crow, it's a... Never mind.
So take a look at this here Kickstarter page and select your favorite level. We obviously do need your financial support to make these shows happen, but we also want Kickstarter to be your hub for information and a place to come along on this ride with us.
And what a ride it'll be!
Vroom indeed, my friend. Vroom indeed.
Yes.
As always, thanks for your support, and hey, join us, won't you?
What does that mean, join us, won't you?
We always join us, won't you? We say that all the time.
Never heard of that before in my life.
Cow puppets, though. So cool.
I think they may need a little tune-up.
Look, the sci-fi years, those were my favorite years of this show.
And
so this is my MST3K.
This is basically going to be a I don't know what they're going to do with the canon from seasons 11 through 13, and I don't
Ignore it.
I think that's probably the only thing you can do. But this is basically going to be a sequel to the sci-fi years.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, they're at just under $1.3 million. It took less than 24 hours for them to hit $1 million on this.
This is their most successful Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Like far and away. So I wanted to look. So they when they first started doing Kickstarters in 2013, and the first one was for Twilight, which ended up being Starship Troopers.
Because they couldn't get the rights from
right
Sony.
now. They initially wanted $50,000, and they thought that if they got that, it would be insane. They got $264,000, which amazing, right?
Yeah.
The next year, I kind of wish. Gosh dang it! I kind of wish that they would just list all of the dollar amounts. but they generally got between after that they generally got between $400,000 and $650,000 per Kickstarter a year.
Yeah.
And,
I think the Crappening was one of their biggest ones.
Yeah. But this is like they got the MST3K cred back, and they only asked for $20,000, which was their lowest amount of asking. And I don't know why they did that.
Because according to Eric, they knew they could do it for that much.
Okay.
And
well, I mean, also, Show Factory has to be giving them some money, right?
I would imagine there's something like maybe it's like a 50-50 or something.
Okay.
I'm trying to find they are building new sets, actual sets, unlike the last bit for when Joel was in charge, and it was basically like a cardboard cutout behind him.
Yeah.
They've got some of the old crew members back. There's Bees McKeever there, who worked on the show before.
Yeah.
When it was Mike, Kevin, and Bill, and even before that. But they're designing sets. They're doing all the props. As you can see, they had the planet, the moon or whatever, hanging upside down so they could film it rotating, just like they used to do. They're gonna tape them in Minnesota, just like they used to do. Now they got 4 movies planned. On the 9th, they're going to announce
release the first one. Not released. They're going to announce it.
The first of the 4, not necessarily the first episode.
Yeah.
And so that'll be something to keep an eye on, because it will be interesting to see which movies they choose for this.
Well, see now, okay, so this is kind of the thing I want to talk about. Like what are the possibilities for the movie? Not necessarily guessing what movies are saying what movies we want, although we can't do that. But the RiffTrax here, let me bring up the RiffTrax website. I just want to get this number accurate. They have it right there. So over 1,000 riffs. Okay. 455 feature length B movies and 171 blockbusters and 521 shorts.
Yeah.
Are the movies that they have lined up possibly from the gigantic catalog that they already have? And they're going to re-riff them?
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say these are 4 movies that they have not done on RiffTrax, because I think that would kind of cheapen it a little bit.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I think they're going to be 4 new movies that they haven't done before. There's tons of movies that would fit more of that MST3K feel than the RiffTrax feel.
Oh, I just made myself angry because I realized they can't do Star Crash.
Because those are that would have been good. But I think it's going to be all new stuff. There's a couple things other than what they have on the main thing that I want to mention. First, the first update that they put up today talks about how they're going to treat us as one of the movie titles at 11 a.m. Pacific, so that's 2 o'clock Eastern, noon Dave's time. Yeah. Boggy Creek #1. Hey, they might. But then there's something else that I wanted to touch on. One of the things says that they're doing a broadcast of the first episode through Fathom Events.
Really?
And it's going to be different, not the movie itself, but there's going to be different stuff as part of that. And I was going through the 1,000+ comments. My favorite one was $1 million. Great, now you can afford some roast beef.
What? Oh.
And they replied, "What are we?" Well, they're millionaires. But then somebody said, "Shame we didn't get a live event this year."
That's not true.
And then right underneath it, there's a comment from Eric that says, I think we're going to shoot the event in front of an audience. Very similar to our last couple of live shows where we taped earlier and broadcast later on. Still figuring out those details, though. Stay tuned. So that sounds to me like there's still going to be a live show this year. Just the details haven't been announced yet.
Yeah. So, and this sort of leads into another question that I don't know if anybody's asking because I'm so disconnected from the fan base right now. I've been doing my own thing, writing books. They're all right there. Look like all my books that I'm. What does this mean for RiffTrax production? Like the general RiffTrax release schedule that we've gotten used to over the last 20 years. I can't imagine that it wouldn't affect it.
I think they will have I'm sure they already have a bunch of stuff recorded for the year it's released. It needs to be edited and all that stuff. I think it might slow them down a little bit, but I think that means we're going to get a few more extra RiffTrax Presents releases this year.
Too.
I know that Matthew, Jay, and Ian are currently working on their next 4 movies.
Jesus.
He told me obviously Matthew
I guess that means Matthew's feeling better, so good.
He said he couldn't tell me what any of the titles were other than the fact that they're all themed, he said. So
they're public domain silence.
They're themed with public domain. Yes, that's the theme. So I think that they'll have them to kind of fill that gap in a little bit while they're working on this stuff.
Okay, and that kind of leads me to another point. And that is that I know I have said many times that I wouldn't classify it as RiffTrax burnout, but I will say that RiffTrax has become just fucking gigantic in terms of its library.
Yeah.
And it gets harder and harder to be a completist and to like be able to hold it completely in your head is what I say often.
So this might help that a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll get a little bit of a slowdown.
Yeah. So I kind of feel like if number one, they just got $1 million. $1 million. It's probably going to be closer to like 2 or 3 million by the time this is over in 40 days. And I kind of feel like this just sort of just like reinvigorated. Not that I ever didn't have an interest in RiffTrax, but like I'm more interested in what's going to happen now than I have been in years. Like this, I feel like has just like not really stirred the pot, but just kind of like the landscape has been reshaped, definitely, and it's like so interesting. And I'm like super interested in seeing what they do with these 4 episodes. What now, like not just what movies they are, but like what kind of show that they're going to put on. And I kind of feel, for me personally, that if this is not all they do, but if it is all they do this year, I think I would be fine with it.
Yeah. So Nathan says that they answered the question in their frequently asked questions on the Kickstarter. RiffTrax isn't stopping anytime soon. You may notice fewer feature-length releases on our site while we're in production on these Mystery Science Theater 3000 episodes, but we'll be back to our regularly scheduled RiffTraxing after we wrap. We have some new riffs already in the can to hold you over while we're hard at work. So it'll be a slight dip in the amount, but it doesn't seem
and you
like
know what? That's totally fine.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I want less RiffTrax. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I think this is like super interesting, and that I just kind of want them to just do it. just do the thing and it'll be great.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I think so far my favorite thing that we've seen about this Kickstarter is having Tom and Crow have their right voices.
Their correct voices, yeah.
Like, you get so used to something, and yes, that's, not the original Crow voice, but that was
I don't give a fuck.
change. It was a decent enough change. Fresh coat of paint on the RiffTrax brand. Yes,
exactly.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Like, yeah. I was not being as articulate, but that's a great way. That's a great way to put it.
I agree. I'm very excited about this, and I don't know. Like, I'm trying to go through movies that I'm aware of, like, that I've wanted, like, a riff to happen that might be better under this MST banner. And I can think of two.
I don't know if I can really think of any.
I can think of two. The first one won't happen because it's canon and they have
Masters?
No. That would be amazing just to see them do that at all. But the Hercules movie with Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, okay.
The one where he, like, punches the bear into space and wrestles with wind-up toys and all that stuff. But I don't think that'll happen because it's canon and they're stingy with their stuff. We've only ever gotten two.
The Apple and Rescue Me?
Yeah, the Bridget and Mary Jo Rescue Me, not the other Rescue Me. Or am I thinking of... I don't know, I might be thinking of a different title. Anyway, the other one that I could think that would fit would be Frogs.
Okay.
I think that has the right feel to it.
So, I'm going to say something. You just mentioned that, of Frogs. Connor Listoka, RiffTrax writer, has recently completed a third novel, and he announced it on, I think, Blue Sky, or wherever the hell he is now. And he says that he spent a couple years writing it, and he says that it's about frogs.
Interesting.
So, and I'm just wondering, I wonder if he was maybe he inspired by the movie Frogs? Like, is that in the wheelhouse? Maybe, I don't know.
I would take that as well, because that movie is bad. It's one of those the environment fights back movies. If you don't know what this is,
like Grizzly and Brademic,
and it's supposed to be about killer frogs, and literally the frogs kill nobody. I actually did a write-up about it on some movies that I thought would be good to be riffed. And I did a full thing. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, none of the frogs actually kill people, but there's killer snakes, lizards, butterflies. I've never seen evil butterflies before, but they pulled it off in this movie. Leeches. Somebody gets killed by tarantulas and moss. It's really weird. It is the environment. Yes, the environment wins, and it takes place during the 4th of July. So there's that. What's funny is I actually ended up getting 2 copies of Frogs on DVD. They were both gifted to me. And I don't know if I still have the other one or not. If I do, I'll send it your way. I'll tell you what. True Blue Riffcast pin.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you what. I would not be upset if they re-riffed some of the movies from the Joel era, or maybe the KTMA era. It wouldn't bug me, but I know that's not going to happen. But
you mean like how they've done on RiffTrax?
Yes, like EGA or whatever the hell that movie is.
Yeah, I don't think they would double dip into their own library.
Their own MST3K library. But I'm just saying it wouldn't make me upset. I don't think it's going to happen.
No,
I wouldn't be upset if that happened.
I'm not going to be upset no matter what they pick. So I have zero expectations and zero hopes necessarily, if that's the right way to even word it.
Well,
but
they're probably going to be more along the lines of like This Island Earth type movies,
yeah,
like 50s B movie schlock, that kind of thing.
which that's prime MST3K.
That's prime sci-fi era, yeah.
So yeah, give that to me. I'm good with that. I'm really,
They're
like
not-
I said, I'm good
yeah.
with whatever they choose because
Yeah. So,
I usually am.
I mean, that's basically it. I don't know. It's just crazy how this all was just like. I mean, I don't know how else they could have done it other than just like dropping it on us like that.
Yeah. And at first, like, I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I kind of felt a little disappointed at first until I sat and thought about it a little bit more because I wasn't expecting that. I was
No.
anticipating, this huge live show announcement, and it wasn't that. And so for like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, and then I was at work too, so that kind of made it a little different experience-wise.
You want to go through all of like for the first time in years, I think I'm going to the ideas.rifftrax.com site.
Does that even still exist?
Yeah, people are still doing it. I'm looking at the top ideas. Make a Toonami riff-off. I don't know what that is. What's Toonami?
Toonami was a block of programming on Cartoon Network on the weekends where they started showing like anime like Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon and Outlaw Star and all this stuff. And it was the precursor to Adult Swim when they started showing different anime during Saturdays and Sundays and all that stuff.
So the number 2 top idea is RiffTrax with 2 X's app. If there was a PlayStation, iOS, Android app, I would use it. An app to stream RiffTrax 2 X's movies. And by what the hell? Eric Peterson says we are working on a Roku app fast, and if that succeeds, we'll look at. See, I've been saying that for years, but I don't think that's going to be a thing.
So that's old because
Apple TV app, Amazon Fire TV app. I thought there were supposed to be movies here.
They have the app up on Amazon and on Roku. Like I use it.
Cinematic Titanic episodes on RiffTrax. What the hell? What is this?
A subscription service. Subtitles. Add-on channel on Amazon Prime.
I thought this was. This is how can we improve rifftrax.com for you? Okay. This used
website
to be
suggestions.
Oh, so they're not even taking movies.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that.
I didn't either. Okay, well, I guess they're not doing it anymore.
I guess they're just not taking suggestions anymore.
Screw you guys.
You will never know what you're going to find out by accident here on the True Blue Riffcast. Oh, man. I think the last time I even bothered looking at that was when they did Light Blast, and I wanted to go see, because I'm pretty sure I put that on the ideas.
Yeah, I think you got that up there before I had the chance to.
Yeah, I think that was 6 years ago now, almost 6. Well, definitely 5.
It doesn't feel like it at all. I still remember the riff before that one. They made a joke about Light Blast. And we talked about it on the podcast. We're like, that's really weird that they did that. And then the next week they released Light Blast.
Light Blast. Jeremy, I just had a terrible thought.
Oh God.
What if they wanted to they made $1 million Kickstarter just to troll me? And they said we're going to make a riff of Dinosaur Island for Mystery Science Theater 3000.
I don't think they would, because MST3K was more they didn't show like any like really bad sexual stuff on it.
Well, they had hobgoblins.
Yeah, but they edited that very strongly, as we learned when we watched.
Yeah,
the
when
live
the
show.
live show we found out just how bad that movie was. And I had been defending a really like, okay, look, not that hot. Like, I found out that I loved the MST3K episode Hobgoblins. I didn't love Hobgoblins.
Yeah, and that's okay. Like that's
that's totally fine.
yeah, that was some of that stuff was rough. Yeah, as we've learned on RiffTrax, you got to be careful what you wish for.
Careful what you wish for,
because some of the stuff you're gonna get is.
What's the name of that doofus that did Baby Ghost and Roller Gator and Guns of El Chupacabra?
God, I don't remember his name.
Conrad something.
I know he's dead.
He's dead?
I'm pretty sure he passed away.
Conrad Brooks?
The other guy has full control. That's why he has all the movies up on YouTube now to just watch.
The Mean Roller Gator, Rock and Roller Skater.
I can't remember his name for the life of me.
Kick Your Butt Later. Oh, the number one, Donald G. Jackson.
See, if Oliver was here, he would have had that name up like that.
Yeah, well, he's not. So, it's Ronald D. Jackson. I think Conrad Brooks is the other guy. But
let's see.
Light
Blast was July 17, 2020.
2020.
So
the height of the bandy. It was all wearing masks and shit. Yeah, I'm excited about this, man. I'm excited to see where this is gonna go. Same. I mean, like, are we gonna like what so I mean, besides 50s action movie sci-fi movie schlock, I mean, is it possible we're gonna see like some of like more recent RiffTrax style stuff like Dancing It's On or Suburban Sasquatch or Attack of the Super Monsters, or like unique things like that are like moving away from like the B movie mid 20th century kind of stuff?
I don't think we would, simply because MST as a brand, that's like the kind of movie that they're known for.
Yeah.
And I think they'll try and stick with that because it's MST. It's not RiffTrax. RiffTrax, they just do whatever they want, and it doesn't matter if it's an old movie or a newer movie or whatever. If it's bad and they can get the rights to it, they'll do it. Or, it's got to be the right kind of bad.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they'll do your favorite thing. They'll do that. What was that movie? That's at Stinky the Skunk's home. The Christmas thing.
Oh,
we watch the movie. You talk about it all the time.
Dear Santa / Secret Santa / Santa My Dad, or whatever the hell the current title of that movie is, by oh my God, Fred. What's his name? Fred Olen
Ray.
Jeez. I was going to say by Dinosaur Island guy. I don't know. Maybe they'll just be all Fred Olen Ray movies, Dave.
The Revival MST3 series had a few modern films. Okay, see now, like, I don't know what movies the Revival did.
I know they did Mac and Me, and I know they did Ator, the Fighting Eagle, the first one.
Hold on, we can find out super quick.
And I know they did
Season 11. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to have flashbacks. Reptilicus. Cry Wilderness. Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to remember all this. The Time Travelers, Avalanche, The Beast of Hollow Mountain, Star Crash, The Land That Time Forgot, The Love of Hercules, Yongari, Monster from the Deep,
Yongari,
Wizards of the Lost Kingdom 2, Carnival Magic.
We don't talk about those.
Yeah, we don't talk about. Well, they're back now. It's fine. The Christmas That Almost Wasn't, At the Earth's Core. No, they can't do Mac and Me.
Atlantic Rim was the newer one. That was the mockbuster of Pacific Rim. Was that an Asylum one? Yeah.
Lords of the Deep, The Day That Time Ended, Killer Fish, Ator the Fighting Eagle. So here are all the ones that were. I guess these are the Gizmoplex movies, and I'm learning about all these for the first time.
Some of these are shorts too; they're not full length.
Okay.
Because they have the Christmas Dragon on here, which we know is a short because they did that. RiffTrax did that for one of the live shows.
Satino in the Treasure Island of Dracula.
They also have The Shape of Things to Come, which
Robot Wars,
RiffTrax
Beyond
did.
Atlantis, Munchie. What the hell is Munchie?
Bad.
1992 America low-budget fantasy comedy film, directed by Jim Wynorski. Why do I feel like I should know who that is? Oh, no, wait.
Oh, no, Christmas Dragon is something different. This is actually a movie. Jeez.
Jim Wynorski. I feel like I should know who this is. He's an American screenwriter, director, and producer. He's known for making B-movies, action films, creature films, softcore pornography, exploitation films. I bet you $10 billion he has got something to do with... okay, so he directed Chopping Mall. Sorority House... Roger Corman, Fred Olin Ray. He with his friend Olin Ray, he wrote and produced Scream Queen Hot Tub Party, and the two friends later collaborated on Dinosaur Island. That's that. I knew it.
It might be fated. It might be fated, Dave. It might be fated.
Which Wynorski Ray produced Sorceress, which Wynorski directed, and Wynorski helped produce Bikini Drive-In, Fugitive Rage,
Oh, God.
Friend of the Family 2, and Hybrid. Erotic thriller. Okay, I'm done.
It might be unavoidable. It might be unavoidable at this point.
Dr. Mordred. Okay, so we're going back to season 13. Dr. Mordred, Demon Squad, Gamera versus Jiger. I don't know. I'm like all you Togo nerds, or Toho, whatever that studio is called. The Batwoman, The Million Eyes of Subaru.
Yep.
The Shape of Things to Come.
So that's
Mask.
2 in a row that they did. That RiffTrax did first.
Yeah. The Mask, The Bubble, The Christmas Dragon.
Which was 2014. I was thinking that was the short, but no, this was... Hey, one of the people in it won Best Supporting Actor at the Utah Film Awards the year after they were in this movie.
Who?
Jake Storman? I don't know.
What movie is this?
The Christmas Dragon. He didn't win for The Christmas Dragon. He won, I don't think. He won in a different movie. I don't know. It says Reception. He won Best Supporting Actor, Utah Film Awards the next year. So maybe it was from this one. Oh, it's a Mormon movie.
Oh, God. I feel like I should know about this, being involved in the Utah film scene. Who are these people?
John Lyde
I don't know any of these people.
was the director. Lyde.
Who is the director? John Lyde?
Bailey Michelle Johnson, Paris Warner, David DeViller.
I don't know any of these people. And look, I've been in a few bad Utah movies. Okay, we've talked about it on the podcast. Google Templar Nation.
Yeah. You can see
Go to
Dave's
YouTube,
shadow a few
Templar
times.
Nation. You'll see my silhouette. Oh my God! Oh no!
What?
What if Joseph James sold them Templar Nation?
That would be the best thing ever, honestly.
I'm so worried.
Then Dave could actually be a member. Of
Actually,
RiffTrax
be in
canon.
Mystery Science Theater 3000 and RiffTrax. I don't know how. I'm terrified. Okay, I know how I feel about it. I'm terrified. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Well, I think that might be a good thing to go out on, unless you have
Dave freaking out
anything
on
else.
camera.
Yeah.
No, I think that's probably about it. Honestly.
Yeah. I mean, we just got to wait to see what happens.
I think we covered everything we could.
Yeah. It's definitely a surreal time to be a RiffTrax fan or a Misty, because now they're one and the same.
Yay!
Yay!
You can help book sales this year.
Maybe.
Oh man!
I think the RiffTrax would. I think they would have to know if they're riffing Templar Nation and they see my name in the credits. So, like, some alarm bell is going to go off somewhere.
If they did that movie and they didn't figure it out, I would definitely be like, hey, you know this movie? My co-host is in this movie.
So they know me. They know who I am, too.
I know.
Yeah,
So I said my co-host is in this movie. I would have to let them know that you're in it. Like, specifically, I'd have to contact Eric and be like, hey, you
Dave
need to do
is in this
something about
movie.
this. But yeah, if you enjoy the podcast and want to support us, best way to do that is head to twitch.tv/TBRiffcast and drop a follow. That way you'll know whenever we go live. It's not every Tuesday, but it's always on Tuesdays, unless it's a special episode, which we didn't get to do yesterday because work interfered. Otherwise, we would have been live when the Kickstarter dropped, like we usually are. You can also head over to patreon.com/TrueBlueRiffcast.
Riffcraft.
Patreon.com/TrueBlueRiffcast.
Who are you, me?
And you could be a free subscriber, which gives you access to purchase individual posts, which are just the video on demand of the episodes. It's pretty much what we post there. And that's the only place to watch those after the live. I always delete them off of Twitch right away and put them up there. So if you want to watch the VOD stuff and see some of the faces we make with some of this stuff, especially for Demons of Ludlow, head there. There's also a couple episodes there that you can only find there, mostly because they have licensed music in them, and I don't want to upload
Whose
licensed
fault is
music.
that?
Mine, but
Okay.
that's also why the Doing Something episode where we got stood up by John D. Hart is a Patreon exclusive because we didn't really have much to talk about, and I played some weird Christmas Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
And, obviously I can't post that on, like, YouTube or whatever because we'll get copyright strikes, and I don't want to deal with that.
Struck.
So if you want to check out any of the patron exclusive episodes, you can do that there. You can either be a monthly listener or payer, or you can just buy the episodes individually for like $5 or whatever. I don't know. Yes, watching comes with the bonus of Dave's luxurious hair. A very good point, Nathan. But yeah, you can follow the podcast on socials at TBRiffcast, and I'm everywhere else at PBandAwesome.
And I'm Dave, and you can buy all my books that are right here. Not these. These are like the only copies that I have with these covers on here. But you can buy them on Amazon. Go do that.
Yes, and we will see you guys next time right here on the True Blue Riffcast.
Rock till you die.